today, as above, so below. We're talking about moon's energy, lunar energy. To each and every one of you guys, if this is your first time in my life, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. Those are the African sciences by which we harness, direct, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. To each and every one of you guys that have been a part of this live, and to each and every one of you guys that comment, share, and all of you that are out here trying to learn what real magic is. My platform is for people that practice the ATRs that are in the church, and also the people that have left the church but still got church in them. It is very, very important for many of you guys to get a more realistic view of what magic, conjure, and mysticism is, and not going into the mentality of the dogma that we have, many of us have received through the church. I'm burning frankincense, myrrh, and benzoin. Y'all know I got animal parts in here decaying, so it got flies I'm trying to contend with. But to each and every one of you guys that understand what we are doing here, what's up there, my Stormy, my Sagittarius from Detroit? We appreciate you for being with us on tonight. What's up there, Jelly Sweet? Gemini in the house. To each and every one of you guys, as you chime in, I want to say salutations to my Madrina, to my Padrino, and to my Oba, and to my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, and Adjace. To each and every one of you guys that have been following me for a few hours, a few days, or you've been following me, some of y'all, for a lifetime. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys for the likes, the shares, and the commentary that comes behind these videos, because they not only just help the algorithm, but they help each and the people that are out here seeking spiritual help and spiritual advice. What's up, Mama Susan, Gemini, and then I got my baby Scorpio coming in, Keish in the house. To each and every one of you guys, thank you so much. We want to also say salutations to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Hello to each and every one. What's up, Demetrius Clark, Gemini in the house. Tonight is going to be a very personal live, and I have been practicing magic since a child. When I say practicing, utilizing magic is in conjure with lawyers, doctors, drugs, like it. I've always had situations where I had to utilize my magical gifts and spiritual abilities, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and so I learned at a very early age of how much energy, how much time, how much resources go into trying to get a certain outcome, and the amount of cleansing and all of that. And so I've had I call it the luxury of being raised up with reality and sober-minded, and being realistic about the goals and the things that I desire, and then willing to put the work in order to get that particular outcome. So I try to encourage people that did not grow up like that and grew up in church and believing that all you got to do is rebuke the devil and he'll flee. All you got to do is turn around 3 times. All you got to do is anoint your head and fall back up on a white sheet, and you're going to be delivered. So those that practice real magic, frequency, and vibration, we know no matter whether Ifa, Voodoo, Christianity, whether you are mystic, Ajay, a Yami, whether you are a pastor, apostle, pastor, we know it don't work like that. People that know real conjure, we know it don't work like that. So we want to talk to grown people that really want to understand magic, whether you're utilizing herbs, whether you're utilizing veves, patipimbas, whether you're utilizing sigils, sir and ma'am, it don't matter. What's up, my Mercedes in the house? What's up, my son Darius coming in here and Facebook. Now, in honor of my Hedarisha Mafedifun Oya and Mafedifun Babalu Aye, also I'm rocking Mafedifun Ogun on tonight. I am on Monday, even though my moon is in Aries, I feel like it's warranted. And I want to talk about some grown people stuff. Now, to a lot of you guys, when I talk about universal things which apply to everybody, that's why I don't teach my personal practice or beliefs, is because everybody has an individual walk. Everybody has an individual experience. And depending on the geographical location that you may be experiencing other things or not experiencing something that other people may. And a lot of times when we're listening at people that practice various of traditions, a lot of times we don't consider what plights or things that they may have to deal with because of where they live at or their color of their skin. And when I talk to melanated people, it's because universally we have a lot of things that we contend with, no matter whether we rich, poor, gay, straight, bi, whether we are educated, uneducated, whether we are legal or illegal. It is just what it is. My Fetty Funo Goon, yes, baby. And 24 Blacksmith. And so by my moon being actually in Aries and A lot of times I be telling you guys, especially if you got your consultations, if you got your classes, I'm gonna really connect some dots tonight. And I hope that anybody that is truly out here trying to, thank you, Mama Susan. I got me a new hat. I went to Miami, so I got a different type of hat. Y'all know I'm a Sagittarius, Moon and Aries and Rise Side Pisces, so I like to be distinct and different. And so I really, really am concerned. What are you talking about, buddy? I'm talking about how your mama pussy ain't that good, and I should have just skeeted in her mouth instead of just having regular sex. Because I knew it was that bad, I would have never had sex with her. So I hope that's what we're talking about on tonight. So, and to all of you all that are from TikTok, understand on YouTube, I have liberty to addressing any of your tomfoolery. Any of your tomfoolery. I don't have to worry about you reporting my lives. You understand? So we appreciate those that follow me on YouTube, because this is where you get the business, okay? So if you ain't in here for spirituality and melanated people, this is not the live for you, and find you somewhere else to play with. All right, from Antarctica. So thank you for joining us. To all of you that decided to behave and that you're actually coming here to learn real magic. Now, my personal our traditions and my personal belief system, it does not matter to you, sir, ma'am. But what universal laws apply to melanated people all around this globe. And yes, in the instance of me educating melanated people, can you, sir, ma'am, get help? Absolutely. To all of you that are not melanated or have very little melanin, and the fact that you are practicing ATRs or African tradition, and you have no honor or respect for the actual people that actually designed these ATRs that benefit you and your ancestors, it is a disservice not only to yourself but also to the actual practice. And so you can't truly walk into the fullness of the power of any of these African traditions without showing proper homage and respect. So that's where we are. What's a chief handler of omnipotent? How much dope do you have to smoke to end up like this? How much dope? I don't know how much dope I have to smoke, but I know how much dick your daddy got to take in order for him to gag. And with the levels of inches I have, his gag reflex is excellent because he don't gag. So, I mean, I want to say salutations to him, Chief. Because I don't know if you're a chief headhunter like your dad, but I'm telling you, I am really, really proud of your father. Because most women can't even take these inches. But your father, absolutely. So, I want to talk about something that is really, really important to me, especially as we grow and develop out here in these ATRs and these spiritual streets. And if you decide to go into Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, and you decide to go to somebody that is not particularly of your ethnic background, and there's some things you're going to have to be very, very, very aware of in order for you to succeed in African traditions. Now, my subject tonight is, and I have plenty of scriptures in my head, but I really want to talk to melanated people, and especially those that are practicing magic up under me and that are taking my classes and these are things. This stuff is going to really impact you in everyday life, okay? And so no matter how, your other brothers in Christianity, Islam, I don't care, Christianity, there's levels of racism in all of these ATRs. I'm just being straight up with you. And that's not only spiritual life, it's also in the natural life. And so therefore, when people have certain prejudice, these things affect you like nobody else, okay? And so therefore, because other people don't experience these certain things, they feel like that it doesn't exist. They behave in these manners that is very common in their areas of life when they do these things. But when they are actually dealing with melanated people, they don't realize that they have certain prejudice and they have certain outlooks that affect how they intertwine with you and how they service you and how they deal with you. What's up, my sister Marquita in the house, my Aquarius sister, from Facebook. Now, my subject tonight on Monday is this: why you have to fight for what should be given. I'm gonna say it again. Why should you have to fight for what should be given? Now, if we all, even in the United States, he said, under God, we are all created equal. Every man has a right to prosper, to be in health, and to succeed and take care of his family, okay? So I want to talk about some real stuff. Now, there are certain things that as melanated people, whether we educated or uneducated, whether we have property or we broke as hell, there are certain things that other people, when they go to the banks, when they go to social services, when they go to the police, when they go to the firemen, there are certain things that they don't have to fight for. When they sit in the hospital or they're in the ER, there are certain things on jobs and in businesses, you know, in the system that other people can just fill out an application, put their credentials down, and they have an opportunity to fight for a position or a job or opportunity like everybody else. But when it comes to melanated people, when they go and sit in those same seats, they go after those same opportunities, they find themselves having to fight for things that should be given. Thank you, Monique. Hit that like button as you chime in. And I understand that some of you guys do not get what I'm saying, because in everyday life, on my job, 29 years, going on 30 years, I still find myself having to fight for stuff that I shouldn't even have to be fighting for. I shouldn't even be debating certain things. Even as a 51-year-old black man, a conjurer, a prayer warrior, intercessor, a mystic, an adject, all of this good stuff. But at the end of the day, what's up, my love in the house, Taurus? There are certain things that you're going to have to fight for a certain man. Not only for yourself, but for your children and your grandchildren that other people don't have to contend with. And they're not going to acknowledge that because they don't live that experience. This is why you see, and I know you don't want to hear this, black, gay, straight or bi, I know you don't want to hear this, but this is why also a lot of black or melanated people are getting into biracial relationships, because they know that their spouse can walk into that same facility and with no fight get granted. Like Mariah Carey even said that her father is black, but her mom went in there and got the bank loan because they knew if she had walked in there with that black man, they would not have approved her for that loan, and she would not have had that house. So without magic, without spells, without prayer, without believing God, without believing goddess, without anointing themselves, there are certain systematic things that are set up that other people have their regular lives. They have regular situations like the other people. But melanated people find themselves having to fight for everyday things, everyday situations, everyday circumstance. Your child got in trouble just like my child, but now I got to go complete to war. I got to fight the good fight of faith for a misdemeanor. When they probably ain't even going to take Charlie or Tyler to jail. They're probably not even going to put a charge on them. And the judge is not going to mess up their record because of this one incident of smoking marijuana or getting high or walking nude. They're not going to go through that. But your first time offender, Ray, Rashard, you got to go, you got to get root workers, conjurers, mystic and adjays, Apollo spirits, and all of this for a misdemeanor. For an advancement on your job, you got to go through. You got to touch and agree with 17 people. You got to act. You got to do elbows. You got to do all of this for everyday things. Everyday things. And I'm gonna tell you, sir, man. Even as a warrior, even as a person that loves to go to work, I get tired of having to fight for mundane things. Contend, debate, struggle, any of that. For everyday things that I have a right to. Even on my job, still contending with stuff that has been already approved, already granted, and still going back and forth. Still contending. This is something that melanated people, some people say, you know what, I'm just going to marry white. I'm going to marry somebody that look white. So I don't have to go through that. I'm going to send my wife in there. I'm going to send my husband in there. And let them get it, and then I just benefit. I had a cousin literally had a lawn service that hired a white guy, blonde, blue-eyed, just to be the face of the business. And you wouldn't believe Didn't have to do no conjure, didn't have to do no prayer. The amount of business they were throwing at him just because he was white. And he wasn't doing nothing. They were just paying him to be the face of that bit. That's how real this is, y'all. I want to be real on my platform. This is why when you listening to other non-melanated people that practice E5, voodoo, Santeria, I'm telling you, I ain't telling you who to listen to, but I can't take you serious because there are certain things that I don't know if it's your spell work or your skin work. But I know that when I get victory, I know it ain't nobody but God. When I see situations turn around for me legally, I know it ain't nobody but God. I know that when my child stood in front of the judge and the charges dropped, I know it wasn't nobody but God. You understand? Because that judge was not confused that he was a darkie. He was not confused. These opportunities that other people that don't have to fight for, that melanated people, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and leap year, got to go almost complete war, got to drop bombs over Baghdad just to get what everybody else get. I ain't even talking about nobody asking for nothing they don't deserve. Nothing that they have not earned. Nothing they've earned. They're in the same scenario. They got the same doctor, same insurance. But now you have to pray for protection because somebody has a predisposition when it comes to your health care. When somebody has a predisposition when it comes to your well-being. I got to pray prayers to protect my son to drive on the same road that I'm paying taxes for. This is the kind of stuff that when I listen to melanated people that walk out this, and I don't know how y'all live without God. I don't know how you live without conjure. I don't know how you live without doing juju. I don't know how you live without being able to work your Bible. I don't know how you live without working camp. I personally, sir, ma'am, I'm not telling you what to do, but I look at the stuff that I have to contend with, that I shouldn't even have to be contending with. I'm 51 years old, 29 years. I got big, and I still got to contend with stuff. And it gets to a point sometimes you like, well, what is the point? I'm not even in the mood to fight today. But it's the truth. I don't care if you're a pastor. I don't care if you got a church. I don't care if you're a member. I don't care. This is the stuff that we have to contend with. But I don't understand how you can get up in the morning and not light no incense. I don't know how you can understand that how you can get up and you ain't praying over your children. Hell, I got to pray over my dog. Why should you have to fight for stuff that you were given? Like you were made in God's image and after God's likeness. Why should it matter? Why should you have to fight for your respect? Why should you be out here fighting for equal pay? Why should you be out here fighting for your sexuality? Why should you be out here fighting for your right to bear arms? Why should you have to explain and show your driving license to somebody because you live in an upscale neighborhood so they can make sure that you ain't, because they basically what they're saying, you don't look like you belong here. I'm going to say it again. Why should you have to contend with a police officer that you are paying taxes for to serve and protect, but now you need protection work against the popo? And I don't understand how melanated people all around this globe see the levels of unfairness. And I know you unfair. I know you know the level of unfairness because that's why you out here bleaching your skin. Let's talk about real stuff. Let's talk about why people doing what they're doing. Because they don't know enough strong magic that is going to intervene in their behalf. So what they're doing is they're going along. See, why should you have to pretend to like somebody more than you actually do in order to get along with them so you don't lose your job or you don't lose promotion or you don't lose opportunity? Because they don't have to pretend to like you to get promoted. They don't have to pretend to get along with you to get advancement. And they don't have to pretend that they're going to give you a raise because they can still tell you an excuse why they ain't going to give you a raise and turn around and give Tyler a salary increase and do it in your face. So I don't know how you go on your job without your conscience, without your prayer, without your mysticism, without your sigil, without your talisman. I don't understand it. I don't know how you drive on these roads. I don't know how you contend with everyday life. And like I said, I don't tell grown people what to do. But if I'm still contending with stuff that my grandmother was contending with, or my great grandmother was contending with, or my great granddaddy was contending with, then that means that I don't understand how you can allow yourself to not learn and grow. You got the credit score and collateral and the income, and they still deny you. And Charlie walk up there with a credit score of 212. Ain't got $40 in the bank, and they're going to find all kind of programs. All kind of programs to make sure Charlie get that loan to sell them nasty cookies. Have you ever walked around, even in economics, because Mauricio rules over commerce and the marketplace, and look at some of the people that got businesses, and look at what they selling? Who gave you a loan to open up their business to sell that bullshit? Credit score, income, and still can't get a good loan. It make it make sense. Come on here. And we got the nerve to be worried about what they saying about what we doing demonic. No, what's demonic is that I shouldn't have to fight for what should be readily available to me, especially when I'm in alignment with your rules and regulations. You got 1,050 excuses why that Shaniqua shouldn't get that position. Because you don't want Shaniqua to be the face of your company. That's why she can't wear her hair like that. But Lori, she can wash her hair, blow dry it, smell like a dog, but she's still going to get the promotion. Breath smell like hot garbage, but she's going to be your supervisor. Huh? Both of y'all late, but one of y'all getting in trouble. So I say to melanated people, from somebody that's been doing this all my life, I've never walked in the delusion of where I am. I believe that magic is a part of awareness. I believe that magic is a part of understanding what you have to contend with. And I'm talking about there are days that you're not with it. Something as simple as being in the grocery store trying to do a return. Something could be as simple as trying to get gas at the gas station. I told y'all the other week I went to a restaurant and I'm sitting there on the seat with a hot pink suit on. I'm a Sagittarius. I mean hot pink, black. I mean I'm blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I'm a darkie with a hot pink suit on, and they sat two couples in my face, in front of me. And when I said something, you know what his response was? Well, what you want to do about it? No, I apologize. I'm sorry. He didn't even try to give me a lie. I'm Chief Mother Sucking Apostle Ely, and still got to fight for certain just basic interactions in society. And I'm still trying to figure out what else can I do on this platform to inspire melanated people to take their magic seriously. What could I say that they will see how necessary root work is, hoodoo, how necessary graveyard work, our tribe, our collective, how important it is. Like we still dealing with stuff, fighting for just everyday, walking in the park, having a cookout in the park, swimming, child playing in the yard. Nothing extraordinary. Ain't nobody trying to go to the goddamn moon. Nobody trying to put the sun out. Just everyday life, you got to have conjure on you, because you don't know what kind of spirit or energy that this other individual. They don't have to be police officers. Everyday residency, feel deputized to ask you why you in your own yard. It tests your car. What makes this is the kind of stuff sitting in regular restaurant. I ain't even talking about upscale stuff. I'm not talking about Louis Vuitton. I'm just talking about it could be in Payless. How you get slick at the mouth and you a manager at Payless? How do you get disrespectful and condescending at the Dollar General? You watching me at the Dollar General? But you don't have a problem with this white homeless man walking around in front of your store. You ain't called the police on him not near time. He be there every day. Because you don't feel threatened by him. I'm still trying to figure out. I know why God sent me here. I know why I'm on this platform. But I am getting to the point that I don't understand why we are not building. Why we are not taking these stuff seriously. Why we still want to talk about stuff instead of be about things. Instead of us really understanding why we need to immerse ourselves with tatas, mumbos, huga, people that really know their craft, because we need to elevate beyond this. My baby Scorpio said, I stand on that graveyard word. Absolutely. And the thing that even my baby Scorpio, she got to do for her child. We supposed to be more educated in 2024. We got more billionaires, we got more millionaires, and we still dealing with the everyday thing. Everyday thing. They can run down, they can fly down the road in a motorcycle in their Mustang, and everybody got all the understanding in the world. But a grandmother ride with her grandkids, gunshot. All of a sudden now you need a SWAT team to come in and 13 police officers to arrest her. I want to encourage, if you are like me, by any means necessary, I'll use the conjure all day long. I know that's right, Minister Al. We have to elevate, because it is too many of us losing unnecessary battles. Too many of us feeling like we have to go outside because we don't know how to treat each other. I'm going to say this to our melanated people. I'm not saying we need to do better. We have to do better. Because other races are literally raising their kids, telling them not to marry black people, not to be in a relationship, not to trust. Like, that is being taught. And we have to have protection, because they feel threatened when you walking up and down the aisle like everybody else trying to find you what type of wine or what type of drink you want, but they don't feel safe. They feel like you in there to steal something. The other people walking up and down the aisle looking just like you looking. Why is it all of a sudden? Because you're doing the exact same thing that any other customer that ain't figured out what they want do. But you have to deal with the tension. You run around in the department store trying to figure out what you want to wear. You got this color, you got that color. You ain't made up your mind. Now all of a sudden, can I help you? You ain't trying to help none of these other people. Especially Sarah over there. She done put 4 outfits in her drawers. 4 outfits. Them ain't even her real titties. She done stole so much stuff. Now she done went from a B to a double D. Right in your face, and you ain't said nothing. But she don't need spell work. She don't need talisman. She got the powerful talisman in this system called that skin. That protects her. I came in here with these elekes on, and it ain't nowhere in your store, and you want talking about where I get that from. I ain't buying from here. They're gonna crucify Granny with them kids in the car. Yes, sir. And probably body slam her. She's 79 years old. You gonna body slam her. I remember years ago there was a drug bust in area in Florida, in Gifford, Florida, and I heard about it. And there was an elderly lady in the house when they did the drug raid. An elderly. When I say elderly, she might have been her, because I remember this lady because I used to go to their store, and she was up in age when I was a kid, and They literally slammed that, and it was black officers that did that woman like that. Can I say it again? It was black officers that slammed that old lady on the floor. You didn't have to arrest her like that. When you, as a melanated man or woman, you just as vile. The same thing when it comes to conjure. You nastier than them non-melanated people. You more trifling than the that's why when they see you behave like that, they hide behind people like you. But when something happens, you're not gonna get off. Okay. You as a black lawyer don't want to fight for black. All right. You a black doctor. You playing the same game that Charles playing and Tyler playing and Sarah playing with melanated people. Okay. But we say we don't need conjure. We still in this mindset. You care about what colonizers say about you practicing root work and conjure and mysticism when you are in a need. Because no matter how you do it the right way, you still end up fighting for stuff you shouldn't be fighting for. You still have to constantly prove yourself when you shouldn't have to be doing all of that. Even when you earn it, they act like you got to still beg for it. I'm going to say it again. Even when you earned it. I got to right now remove Minister Mario or Mom's car off my driveway. A Kia Soul. One of my neighbors. Even if God said nobody called, I know somebody called. I have a huge driveway. I ain't talking about a small driveway. I have a big driveway. 4 cars can sit on my driveway. Literally. 4 cars. This car ain't bothering nobody. It ain't bothering nobody. But because I'm melanated. The caucasity calls. And they're going to attend. Because they know that this system is set up to move for them. I'm a taxpayer like everybody else. But everything got to be a fight. Even the simplistic things. So all of y'all think because you get a job, you get a house or a car, all that, baby, you still got to do it. I want to know when we are going to grow up. When we're going to stop thinking that I'm trying to beat you out of something. I'm not trying to get along with anybody. I'm just trying to live my life. I'm not trying to appease nobody. I don't care what you do. I'm here to do magic. I'm here to do conjure. I'm here to do mysticism. I'm here to help melanated people. I'm here to help all types of people. But first, my first obligation is to melanated people. Even though melanated people fight me more than any other people. It's just the real truth. What's up there, my Storm and Shamar? I ain't see you come in. What's up, my Aquarius from North Carolina? Chocolate. One day I'm going to take a bite out of crime. I'm going to get that ticket. So, I say all this on my platform. I constantly hear you telling the truth, you right, no lies told, honesty. Many of you guys give me the utmost respect and approval. You do. But it's not enough melanated people pushing this. And I'm going to say this to all of my melanated sisters. Y'all financially support me way more than melanated brothers. That's a problem. The fact that melanated men are not supporting a platform where I am honoring and manifesting nothing but things that elevate you. How you going to be head of household when you ain't got no power? So what you're going to end up doing is trying to undermine the abilities and attack of your woman because you won't develop yourself. Just like she has to develop herself, you got to develop yourself. She shouldn't have to decrease who she is or her ability to make you feel like no man. You got dick and nuts. That's the best God can do for you. And all this other stuff because you refuse to develop and increase in your knowledge, wisdom, understanding so that she can actually honor and respect you. And if you in a gay relationship, then the same thing goes for your black ass as well. You earn that. But we got to fight for that, because if we can't get it together, then we already got a battle out here. We already got contention out here. This is why should this story was out there. Why should a black woman that's ready to sell her house got to remove all her African art so the appraiser can come in there and give her the proper appraisal? Explain that to me. Why should she have to pray that somebody buy her house that is on fair market value, but she can't get paid because the way that she's supposed to get paid is because she's melanated or he's melanated? Y'all ain't tired of that? That's after you do everything you're supposed to do, you still got to fight for what should automatically be given because you follow the rules and regulations. Huh? You're not tired of that. Why your bags got to be checked at the airport? And Tyler putting a whole bomb on there. They ain't finna check him. And know what black people do? We'll talk about it. We'll say how wrong it is. But we don't use our magic. We'll use our magic on each other. But you won't use your magic on senators. You won't use your magic on judges. You won't use your magic. That's what you should be contending with. People that out here making laws that trying to take away what you have divinely been given. But that ain't mentality. I can't stand that. He think he this. He think he that. That's what that bother you. My personality, the way that I talk, bother you more than what's really going on. That's really affecting. Who somebody sucking and licking on bother you more than you having to either lose value, get your child or your grandchild get more time for the same crime. That don't bother you. But what bothers you is that Miss Clarita coming there with a new dress every Sunday. That burns your soul. That's where you going to put down your goober dust because she got to go down. Because she thinks she all of that. Or you going to do a blockbuster. Because Jerry think he going to get that promotion at Dollar General. Sir, ma'am, we must do better. I can't even say we got to do better. If our generation is going to have any type of saving grace, if our generation is going to have any chance at Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, mysticism, listen to the mentality that they're teaching their children culturally about melanated people. So when you step out here in business, when you step out here trying to sell your products on Main Street, do you realize why you have such a fight? Because they don't feel like people are going to support you. We got to stop making people think that we are not valuable and show them that we will support one another and we will go all in for one another and that we have the commodity. Other spirituals out here jealous of me because I put out product and I bust my ass for my clientele. Ain't nobody giving me nothing. What you jealous of me for? I get on here and do video after video after video, share after share after share, like after like after like. I grind, I pray. I got air goons. I'm doing all kind of stuff. And some dry-faced ass white woman can get up here and don't have to do none of that. And she gonna go viral. She gonna ain't dropping no real gems. She ain't even dropping nuggets. She ain't dropping chips. John can get on here with his short dick ass and all of a sudden now, because he does a little emulation of black people, all of a sudden now he goes viral. And they gonna support them. But as melanated people, we must. But when we put the work in, our own people, after opening up the restaurant, after opening up the business, after opening getting your license, our own people undermine our successes. We can pretend all day long that this stuff ain't going on, and you can pretend like a chief apostle Eli is a regular brother that's out here just spitting knowledge, and that this anointing on my life is not real and rarity. I'm giving melanated people. I'm trying to give you the advances with conjure, with mysticism, with classes, with graveyard work, because it is so sad that we are literally out here having these type of fights over everyday stuff. Everyday stuff. A regular traffic stop turns into mass murder. George Floyd was killed right in front of people. It wasn't even nighttime. They don't even like this in your lifetime, and you still not trying to get your conjure. Let me tell y'all something, and I don't particularly care if who don't like it, but let me tell you something. White men never have to fight for their manhood. He can be walking around with 17 dildos in his anus, and he's still considered a man. A black man can use hand gestures, and all of a sudden he gay. All of a sudden, John go to the workout every day to build a muscle, and you're still gonna call him a man. And then Tyler, skinny as a rail, he don't have to prove his manhood. Why are we making our melanated men, no matter what they doing, always their manhood always on the line? No other race of man got to contend with their manhood. But melanated men, especially in the United States of America. You don't know why that is? And we get right on that bandwagon. Oh, pussy ass nigga. And I'm talking about, that's the mother of the church saying that. That's the mother of the church saying that to her husband. Because it's okay to go at his manhood. And I'm talking about the ones that got money. I'm talking about the ones that got education. No less than the ones that ain't got it. And John the biggest, exactly. But guess what? They still gonna treat him like a man. What's his name? Used to be the athlete, Bruce. What his name? Caitlyn. He's still considered. I mean, that's just how it is set up. I mean, what else do they got to do in your face, melanated people? He's still considered a man. He's still getting Father's Day gift. You miss one child support, now you a deadbeat. And you a deadbeat to the day you die. They won't even show up to your funeral. This is so true. It's the gospel truth. But what happens? We can't keep blaming other people when we keep going on with the behavior. And now we want to put magic in it. We want to do conjure. And I'm just saying to myself, why we got to fight about stuff should be given? You say you want me to keep it raw on this channel. You want to keep it real. Well, this is stuff I contend with. This is the kind of stuff I have to do. No matter how much money I make, no matter how successful I am, no matter how law-abiding citizen I am, I still got to do conjure because I got to always fight about something. And stuff I shouldn't even have to fight for. This plant right here, I have this. Well, I already got, and I'm going to say this to melanated people because I'm going to do this. And I please don't do the stupidity for me. And I got Natasha, I got your reversal, I got some of you guys that sent chakra incense burns. I'm gonna take care of that tonight. I wanna do that on live to make sure you know I did it. I know y'all trust me like that, but I still wanna do it. This plant right here, because I have so much favor with people in different spaces. This plant right here is called I Can, You Can't. I can do more, you can't. I don't want to mess up the Spanish name about it, so I ain't gonna do it. But this is the plant that I use. I make a wash out of this, a spray, a spritz out of this on myself. And eventually I'm going to give it an opportunity for melanated people to get, because I have a lot of stuff that I want to share, but I want to control who gets it. But we got to win. But if you can't just go and get a plant, you have to be able to invoke, conjure the spirit of that plant. Some people call it Osine, some people call it Ocho, like whatever nature spirit you do. But you have to be able. You can't just go get a herb. You can't just go get a plant. You just can't go get high jump. That thing has to be awakened. It has to manifest. And at the end of the day, sir and ma'am, if this ain't your passion, this ain't your path, you ain't willing to fight. And guess what? Yes, it gets tiring. Just fighting over mundane stuff, everyday stuff. No less than the bigger stuff. But this is a plant that I use in my conjure, in my mysticism, in order to help me to prevail in everyday, each and everyday life. And I have to do this kind of stuff, not because I'm not a law-abiding citizen, not because I'm a busybody, not because I'm a tail breaker, a tail bearer, not because I'm a home wrecker. Just everyday things. Being a father, being a co-worker, being a side piece. Just everyday things. Trying to get some ass. Just everyday things. Just trying to go get some gas. Just everyday things. Just trying to pick up some groceries. Just trying to get something to eat. Everyday things. Just trying to slap a bitch for bothering me. Just everyday things. Nothing irregular. Just everyday, nothing profound. Not running for president. Just trying to run around the corner. Why I got to run around the corner and then be chased by the police? Why I can't be just jogging? This the kind of stuff that people like me, Rompe Serigwe, absolutely. No, that's not Rompe Serigwe. Rompe Serigwe is to remove evil. This right here, it clears evil, but this right here is similar to the action of High John, Southern John, Low John. Rompe Serigwe, I do have Rompe Serigwe, but this right here, this to put your enemies under your foot. This is to get you when you go in certain business meetings and certain things. And this is the stuff that melanated people got to do. This is when you're going after loans and stuff like that. You have to give yourself the most advantage as you can. And there's still no guarantee. But this is the stuff that I do every day. I got a big jar that I drain it, and I work with the spirit of it. But I had to go buy some more plants to strengthen the elixir. And so I bought 2 more of these. I got 2 of them. I might do a TikTok video and I'll just put the name out there. But I don't see how y'all knowing what we up against and we ain't out here conjuring our ass off, rooting our ass off, voodooing our. Yes, that's it right there. Yo Persuado Mas K2. I think I said that right. That is exact. Demetrius Clark put it in there correctly. No yo herbs, but my Spanish ain't that great, and I didn't feel like messing it up. But conjure is a way of life. And the fact that we have to contend and fight against everyday things like that, yeah, it gets tiresome, but we got to do what we got to do. Oil of gladness for Demetrius and healing. Okay, got you. Healing is over here. And it's stuff that, and like I said, I'm somebody, I do this for, like, this is my life. But it just, every day you like, damn, you got to fight for it. Like, just to get a parking space. You gonna try to get my car towed in my own complex? Because I got company? Because I want to get me some ass 2 o'clock in the morning? You gonna call? I'm telling you. Protection and reversal for Karen O'Brien. I got you, sweetheart. That's my Gemini. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. I don't think we should do better. I think we must do better. And for whatever means, and by whatever means we need to do it, we have to stay up on this, because we can't keep looking for other people to fix our problems, because they ain't fit to do it. They ain't fit to do it. We got to do it. And I don't care how much black people, I love my people, but our people something rather else. But I still be out here contending with my people. And then the main one out here trying to do work on me and trying to bring me down. And then I turn around and say, you telling nothing but the truth. Protection for Elena. Okay, hold on. Okay, that's for Elena. For Elena. I'm gonna put some mental clarity for Elena too. Don't worry about it. I got it. Protection and mental clarity for Elena. And then I got Ryan, you better do your thing. You better come through. Another male on board. I know that's right. And I got Natasha for reversal. Oh no, that's not reversal protection. Yeah. Let's see. I got Mafedifun Oshun for 7 chakra. Incense burn for her. I got Bo for 7 chakra and ancestor. That's for Bo and ancestor. Don't play with that graveyard work. It is serious. And I'm gonna do a special thing with those that already plugged into the graveyard work, because we got to shake some things. I'm not going through all these initiations for nothing. If we got to fight, let's go ahead and fight. If we, whatever we got to do, because one thing, I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm just like I'm 51 years old. I don't want my grandchildren or great grands to have to contend with this BS when I'm gone. Because if something got to be done, and if we so powerful, we so Anunnaki, we all of this shit, then we need to demonstrate it. Because right now, sir, ma'am, whether you're a Christian, a Ephah priest, Kabbalah, Mystic, Ajay, Polero, Santana, you still dealing with the same BS I'm dealing with. Oh, a change got to come. Whether you're beginner, intermediate, or advanced, you still dealing with the same. You fighting over mundane stuff. You continue with no, baby. It's the change got to come. It is what it is, and it gonna be what it gonna be. I'm not running around here talking about, oh, if it's the Lord's will, baby. No, and triple threat for Karen O'Brien. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, you want to trip? Canna Brian, you want a triple thread candle? Those are $85. They're on the website though. I know that's $80. They're $80 on the website. If I'm reading this correctly, cause y'all know I ain't got my glasses on. I got them on the floor, and then it's burning in my eyes. Okay, Mama Susan, I am burning mental clarity. She's at clarity. I'm gonna burn some mental clarity for Mother Susan and Guardian Angel Incense. Won't he do it? Okay, I'll make sure I got everybody. So I got Bo taken care of. I got my Fedi Funo Shun. I got Natasha taken care of with her reversal. I got Demetrius taken care of. Okay, I got that done. And then I have Elena taken care of. How y'all be doing that personalized? I like that. It's popping. I got to take those out and clean the roots out, and then take care of that. Yeah, that's right, Monique. I think that was even if I cash it out, just put it in the description. Yeah, if you do that, I could do that too. But make sure you go through the website with the candle work, so I have all of them, because y'all know I have a lot of work. I'm trying to catch up, a lot of work, and I really appreciate. Let me tell y'all. I don't know if anybody that got the soap that I have a special soap that I bathe with. Some of y'all got it. I put it in y'all packet. Anybody got that honey soap? I went and bought some more. It's not for sale. Sometimes Monique buy it, but normally I put it in. I be trying to get different things. Even the men need to like bathe with certain things. So I got some different types of soap that I want to give y'all. It needs to go through the website. But I have bought some more of that soap when I went to Miami this weekend. So that's how it go down. It's all right, Keith. But yeah, that triple. If the incense burn can go through my Cash App, but the candle work has to go through the website. That's where Monique can stay on me about that, because a lot of stuff going on. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for trusting me with y'all spiritual needs. I hope that please send me some of that soap in my package. Yeah. Okay. You got some. I think Monique can tell you too. I think Keish got some. I don't know if Natasha. Some of y'all got some because I just recently started getting more, so I was putting it in some of y'all packet. But if you want some, if you I ain't gonna say if the ones that support me a lot, I try to give y'all extra stuff to help you out, and I give you stuff that I use. So in honor of my Fedi Fun Ogun tonight, I hope that what we talked about tonight, tribal love. She's I gotta get me some candle. Yes. And to all of you all that I'm gonna be working my your candles. Gonna be able to work your candles also with my cauldrons and stuff like that for additional donations and stuff like that. I want y'all to know, especially all of you that's doing my graveyard work, I'm gonna do a specific in working with all. If you have purchased that graveyard, I'm gonna be doing conjure with that, and I'm gonna do actually a video with that because I do a lot of my strongest work comes through the cemetery. So there's so many different levels to graveyard work. But to those that start out, or even if you're on a basic level with $1,000, to because I have other people that up on higher register. So I was telling I was talking about yesterday, when I came out that cemetery, I was fine. The work went through, I was fine. I got in the car, drove off. I don't think I was on the road for 10 or 15 minutes. My energy is like, boom. I like literally had to pull to the side of the road because our shade just left. And I pulled to the side of the road, and then all of a sudden my energy started coming back. You know, I thought I was like, let me go take a nap, because it just that much work was going on, and them spirits were coming in that strong, and it just took my energy like that. And so, and then they recharged me, and I was pretty good for the rest of the day. But that was it pulled really strong. So because I was doing some heavier work for some of my other clients. So it's a great thing, a great opportunity to get your egoons woken up. I feel like if we get back to our egoons, our ancestors, we're gonna see greater change. Yeah, Tosh said, "Wow, glad you're okay, pal." Yeah, the type of working graveyard work is some of the strongest stuff that you can be doing, because you're working with spirits that have already passed on, and in that particular cemetery, it's a lot of powerful spirits there, and so those that I do work for in there, and I continue with that energy, I had to make a certain sacrifice. So once I got that done, and then because I took my Impakas with me. I took Zarabanda with me, and I took Cynthia with me. So it was really, really strong. So all of y'all that gave and sent cash apps and stuff towards that working out when I was in the cemetery, that's the kind of energy that was operating for you that night. And I mean that day at the cemetery. Really strong. So that's from your protection work, that's your cleansing work, healing work, all of that stuff like that, because you know the spirits work in different areas in y'all life. So that's what are we going to be doing. But if you cannot afford the graveyard work, keep up your incense burns, your bayberry candles, your triple thread candles, things of that nature. But as soon as you can, sir and ma'am, do yourself a favor, plug in, so you will be able to testify for yourself. Not just Monique and not just Keisha and the other one. You have your own testimony. And so therefore you will be able to know, okay, this is real. Because right now, without you investing in that, it just talk. It sound good. Everybody else's testimony sound good. It's like me telling you about how good my wood is. Until you get some, until you taste some of this nectar, it's good talk. It's only good wood when you get some of the inches. That's all I got to say. That's the best I can describe it. All right. I love you. I appreciate you. I got everybody taken care of. I will see you guys on tomorrow, which will be Tuesday, and we're going to be rocking this, and I'm going to get more in depth. But I'm probably going to be doing a video with this this plant, so you can have I'm telling you how I use it. Like I don't use stuff like other people use stuff. So, you know, I learned old school. I use it very different. And then I'm looking for results. She said it's been up for me all the way around since. Yeah, that great spirits of cemetery don't play. It's quicker work though. It's always like working with the Mfumbe, and you ain't even got to be initiated. All right, guys, don't forget to hit that like button before you go out here. And if this helped you out, guys, please comment behind this and affirm what I'm talking about on this live. God bless.